latch means holding value. Okay, now set reset latch means it holds the value. Suppose that S is 0, R is 0. Here Q is 0 and P is 0. Suppose everything is 0. So if Q is 0, this will come here, it's connected with this, so this will be 0. The inputs which this NOR gate is getting is 0 and 0. The output will be 1, so P will become 1 here. This is 1 and 0. 1 and 0's output should be 1, but it is NOR gate, so it will be 0. So it will be 0 here and it will be at this stable position. Okay, now what S means on, like we will have the switches, no, on and off. S means set, R means reset. So if I want to on the switch, what I'll do, I'll click it and it will become 1. When it becomes 1, the output is 1 and 0. 1, it should be 1, but it is NOR gate, so the output of 1 and 0 will be 0. So P will become 0 here. When this is 0 and 0, Q will be 1. So when this 1 will come here, this will be 1. If I release this also, it doesn't make any difference. After clicking, I release. Okay, so even if it becomes 0, the output will not change, because see, 1 and 0, the output will still be 0 here, and this Q will be 1. So the Q is holding the value, right, 1. So that is known as a latch. Latch holds the value. Now suppose I want to reset it. Okay, here it's 0. Now this I click as 1. When I click this, it will become 1. 1. What's the output here? It's 0. 1 and 0's output should be in NOR gate, it will be 0. So this will become 0 here. So when it becomes 0, this will also become 0. 0 and 0, P will become 1, and P is 1. The here, even if I release, it doesn't make any difference. 1 and 0 output is 1 and 0's output is 0, right? So it will become 0 here and it will stay 0. Now Q has become 0. See, when I clicked S, Q had become 1. When I clicked R, Q had become 0. Okay, so that is known as set and reset latch. Latch is nothing but it holds the value, okay, in Q. In gated D latch, you will have two AND gates, and this is the SR latch. Okay, this is the SR and D is here. D means you can input 1 or 0. Okay, so start from here. D, if I have put D as 1, okay, 1, so 1 will go here and 1 will come here. Due to NOT gate, it will become 0 and it will be 0 here. Okay, now as you know, AND gate works only if both are 1. Okay, now this is G. G means gate. If gate is 1, then in both places it will be 1 and it will work. If G is 0, no matter what value this has, the D has, if G is 0, this will be 0 and this will be 0, and both the AND gates won't work. Gate is as a control switch. Okay, and in the D flip flop, what you have, whatever value you put, 1 if you put, it will go here, and if gate is 1 at that time, this will work. This won't work because D, if it is 1, it will have become 0, and even if gate is 1, this will not work. So only this will work. So what is this? S. S means set. So Q will be 1. Now if D is 0, if D is 0, this won't work here. D will go here. This 0 will turn to 1, and if gate is 1 here, 1 and 1, this reset will work. Reset will make Q as 0. All right. Reset will make Q as 0 and Q bar as 1. This will be opposite always. So what does D do? If D is equal to 1, Q is equal to 1. If D is equal to 0, Q is equal to 0. This is known as a D latch. Okay. In latch, you have two inputs and two outputs. This is a control gate. If gate is 0, this won't work. If gate is 1, the changes will be made here instantly. If SR and are made changed, that changes will be reflected instantly whenever gate is 1. Okay. Now in flip flop, what happens? G is 1, G1 and G2, two gates are used, and this is a D flip flop. This same thing, it's a D flip flop, and if G1 is 1, then only the D changes will happen. If G2 is 2, then only whatever changes happening in the D, that will be reflected. Okay, now let's see. But G should be 1, right, for the changes to happen, but at the same time G1 and G2 can't be 1 because this clock is controlling both. If clock is 1, this will be 0 and this will be 1. If clock is 0, this will be 0, this will be 1. So that can cause a delay, means it should hold some value while this is getting changed, and while this is getting changed, this should hold some value. Okay, that's the difference between latch and a flip flop. This is an SR flip flop. Okay, so this is first part, this is second part. These are gates and this is SR, this also gates, this is SR. Okay, if you make any changes in S and R, that will only be reflected when this is also 1. Now what is this? This is connected to clock. If clock is 0, this will become 1 and changes will be made. But when clock is 0, changes are made, right? When clock is 0, this is connected with this here. This won't work. When clock is 0, this won't work. only this will be working. And then when clock is 1, this will become 0, this won't work, and this will work. Okay, so what will happen, the previous change which was being made here, when clock changes its value from 1 to 0, then from 0 to 1, when clock changes from 0 to 1, this changes will be stopped, and what changes were here, that will be copied here, and further no more changes will happen here, and the changes will go on like this. Okay, that's the working of SR flip flop. SR flip flop had one disadvantage, that S and R can't be both 1 at the same time. Okay, now that is resolved by this JK flip flop. This is same, everything is same as SR, only the difference is this one connection here, it is connected to J, and this connection which is connected to K. Okay, now suppose that Q is 1, Q bar is 0, and J and K are 1, this clock is 0, so this will be 1. Okay, means both are working. Okay, this time this is working. Now when J and K both are 1, what will happen, both are working. Now which one to be chosen, this is connected with this Q, this is 1, so this will become 1 here, and this is connected, Q bar is connected to here, Q bar is 0, so this will be 0. So since it is an AND gate, this will not work, only this will work, means K, this is set, this is reset, this will reset, means it will make Q bar as 1. When it will make Q bar as 1, and when Q bar becomes 1, Q becomes 0, it will always be the opposite of each other. Okay, so it inverted the value. Now suppose it's the same thing here, again J and K both are 1, now Q is connected to K, so Q here it will be 0, and Q bar is connected to J, this will be 1. Now K is 0, I mean K's input, with K one input is there 0, so this AND gate will not work, and this is 1 here, and this is 1, J is 1, and clock is also that 1 here, so this will work. When this will work, this will become 1, and this will become 0. If you remember this working of JK, SR and D flip flop and latches, then you can write the circuit connection and explain it in your own words. Alright, now T flip flop means toggle flip flop. Okay, means whatever be the value of T here, if it is 1, Q will get changed. Okay, if it is 0, no changes will be there. See the truth table, in this T is 0 here, so what will be Q, that will remain same. If T is 0 here, if it is 1, it will remain 1. Now if T is 1 here, if Q is 0, it will become 1. If T is 1 here, if Q is 1, it will change the value. See, changes are happening here. If T is 1, changes will happen, or if T is 0, what the thing was there, it will be like that only same. Okay, that is known as T flip flop. Module 5 starts from here. Register. What is a register? Register is the same thing which we have in the real life. That means you will have that names and everything in register. No, so in computer also you will have a registers to store ones and zeros. Okay, now suppose I want to store 1101 in memory. Okay, so you can put 1 inside this box, 1 inside this, 0 here, and 1 here. Okay, so these are the boxes which store ones and zeros. That is known as a register. Now how it stores, it is like this. It's a D flip flop, so when D3 is equal to, when D3 is 1 and D2 is 1, D1 is 0 and D0 is 1. So you know the working of D flip flop, right? When in D flip flop, whatever will be the value of D, that will be copied in Q. So in that form, whatever value I enter here, that will be copied here, Q, and it will be stored there. In flip flop, the value gets stored, right? So yeah, that's the working of this register. Registers store information. So if we want to transfer the information, what we use is these 4 ways. See, serial in and serial out means 1 by 1 bit will come, and 1 by 1 bit will go. Okay, that is serial in, serial out. Serial in, parallel out means 1 by 1 8 bit will come, and at the same time 8 bits will be outputted. So like that only, parallel in, serial out, parallel in, parallel out. These are the 4 ways of shift registers for transferring of data. Control of the whole circuit. There are 3 boxes. These are all JK flip flops. JK's value is 1. So when this becomes 1, it inverts the value, right? You know the working of JK flip flop, right? When J and K both are 1, it will invert its value. It can invert its value when only this allows. Okay, so this is the controller for this circuit, and what value will be here? This will be controller of this circuit, and this will be controller of this circuit. Okay, now see, initially it's 0 0 0, read it in this form, 0 0 0, so the output will be 0 0 0. All right, see here the output is 0 0 0. Now when this becomes 1, it will become 1 and 0 alternatively. When this becomes 1, changes will happen here and it will invert its value, this will become 1. So when this becomes 1, it is 0 0 1, so the output will be 0 0 1. Like that it becomes 0 again, and this is 1 here, so it will become 1 here. Okay, so in the next step it will become 1, and because it is 1, it will invert its value. At the same time this is also 1, so it will invert its value. Okay, so the reading will be 0 1 0, that will be outputted here, that is 0 1 0. Okay, so like that only it goes on, it will change all its values. And do you see any pattern there? It's the decimal values of all these digits 0 to 7, right? So in binary counters, this is an asynchronous counter. Asynchronous means the clock, this is known as a clock. Okay, this clock depends upon the values of other inputs. All the clock values do not change at the same time. Okay, that is known as asynchronous counter. Now coming to synchronous counter, you have 3 boxes here. Consider, see, I'll make the connections first. This is synchronous counter of T flip flop. Now what does a T flip flop do? It will change the value, means if T flip flop is 1 here, it will invert this value. If it is 0, it will become 1. So what will happen here? See, initially C, B and A are 0 0 0, so it will be 0 0 0. Okay, this is a synchronous because see, this is the clock and it is connected for all together. Okay, so what changes will happen here? That all changes will be reflected at the same time. Now observe carefully. Clock became 1, means this all circuits will start working. TA is 1 here, so since TA is 1, this will change its value. A will become 1. When A becomes 1, see the output 0 0 1, that is the decimal equivalent of 1. Okay, so A also became 1 here, and TB is 1, so this will become 1. But at the same time, when this becomes 1, this is 1 already here, this will become 0 in the next iteration, right? See, this became 1 and this should become 0. This is the final value you get, 0 1 0, that is the binary equivalent of 2. So like that only all changes will happen. Alternatively, you can consider the D flip flop also. Let me make the connection. See, D flip flop, you know, right, means whatever be the value of D, that will be copied in A. Okay, it is same as T flip flop working, but just the change is it is using XOR gate. Okay, so what does XOR gate do? XOR is 1 when either is 1, not both. See, in truth table, if both the values are same, XOR's output is 0, right? When the altered values are there, the output is 1. So it works as a T flip flop only. Let's see how. Consider all as 0 first. So when A is 0, this will be 0 and 1, output will be 1. So when output is 1, DA will become 1. So the working of D flip flop is, when DA is 1, A should become 1. So this will become 1. When this becomes 1, this also will become 1 here, and this 1 and 1 XOR output will be 0. So D will be 0. So this will become 0. Right? That's the working of XOR. So if you follow in that form, it works as a toggle flip flop, right? T flip flop. When DA is 1, this became 0. When DA is 0, this became 1. So the same procedure will happen here also, and the D flip flop works as a T flip flop. This was a synchronous counter. Okay, and you have state graph here. State graph means, see, CBA, this are all the values. Now what does a state graph and table mean? State graph means it's a visual representation of the truth table. Okay, now see, CBA, what's the value of C, B and A? 0 0 0, then 1 2 3 4, like that it goes on. U means up, D means down. If CBA is there, if I click U, U means it will become up. What comes after 0? It comes 1. Okay, and what comes before 0? It is repeating, so before 0 it will be 7. So this is the 7. So this whole values are there, and this representation is like this. In the circle it's written the value of current value is written, and if I click U, it should become 1. Again if I click U, it should become 0. It should become 2. And if I click D means down. What comes before 2? It comes 1. So this is 1. So in that form it's represented. there are 2-3 steps if you keep in mind. If questions come from this area, you can hopefully solve them. Okay, counters for other sequences is an important topic. Now see, normally counters are like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, but sometimes we want some random sequences like 0, 4, 7, 2, 8 like that. Okay, so consider this sequence 0, 4, 7, 2, 3. Okay, that sequence if you need, what you need to do first, they will give the sequence, like they'll give 0, 1, 4 like that they'll give. Okay, what you need to do, make this table, write down all the binary values of CBA 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, then whatever the values we have here, what comes after 0 according to this, it's 4, right? So write here 4. After 1 nothing is there, so nothing. Similarly fill this table. After that, that's your first step. In second step, what you need to do, write here first present state, next step, and flip-flop inputs. Okay, now in present state what you need to write, 0, 0, 0 all those till 7. Then in next state, what comes after 0, 1, 0, 0, this same thing which you made here, copy paste here. Okay, then flip-flop outputs, you know, toggle flip-flop, what it does, if it is 1 it will toggle the values, like C is 0 here and C plus is 1, so it toggles the value, means that T flip-flop is 1, that's why only the changes happened here. Then the next one, B is 0, B is 0 only, means toggle is 0, means if toggle is 0 then only changes won't happen. Then for A is 0, here also A is 0, that means the toggle flip-flop is off, 0. Okay, like that. For if it is not given, you should put XXX. After doing all this, what you need to do, that's your second step. In your third step, what you need to do, make the K-map for this. How you will make K-map, I will show you for one. See, CBA. Okay, right here like this, this is representing C, this is representing B and A. Okay, now when C, B and A, if it is 0, 0, 0, C, B and A, it's 0, 0, 0. What is the value of TC? Okay, we are considering the value of TC now. What is the value of TC? 1. So in K-map, write here 1. Like that only do for TC, TB, TA. For TB you will consider this values, for TA you will consider this values. Okay, if it is don't care, write here X. Okay, then after doing K-map, you should make the equation after forming groups. Then after that you have to draw the counter based on this equation. Okay, draw the counter based on this equation. Let's see how to do that. To design, you need to make 3 boxes here, and in that write here TA, TB, TC at the bottom, and up you will write AA dash, BB dash, CC dash. Okay, then this is the clock that is for common for all. Now you will have the equations right from K-map. You got TA is equal to C plus B. Now what you need to do, from TA make a connection, C plus B, put an OR gate and make the connection from C. See, C is coming from here. Okay, make that connection C, and B also make that connection here B. CB, it's going to TA. Like that, similarly TB is equal to C dash A plus CB dash. So first AND gate will be used for CB dash and CA dash. Okay, then it will be OR, that will go for TB. Like that for TC also you should. There are total 8 bits. Okay, considering the first 7 bits, if there are no ones or the number of ones are odd, here it will be 0, but here no one is there, so 1 will come here. See, in each row the number of ones are odd. Okay, if it is even in the first 7 bits, another 1 will be added, so it becomes odd. That is sequential parity checker. It is done so that if any error happens here, 1 becomes 0, that will be reflected here and the changes will be noticed. Okay, that's for the security purpose. This is one of the topics among which they ask in exam. See, they will give you like this, derive the state table for the circuit of the following figure. They will give you this circuit. Okay, you have to find the state table. Now first step what you need to do is, you have to find the equation of dA, dB and Z. dA is this, dB is this, Z is this. Okay, this is the D flip-flop and this is another D flip-flop which is connected to Z here. Okay, what is dA? How will you find the equation? It is what is coming in to dA, X and B dash. This is XOR gate, so X XOR B dash. Similarly dB is A plus X and Z is A XOR B. Okay, now next state equation means what will be the next state for A. Since this is a D flip-flop, the next state of A will be the value of D. It gets copies, right? So the next state value of A will be D. What is coming inside D, that will be the same thing. Means next state of A will be X XOR B, and for DB, I mean for next state of B, it will be A plus X. A plus X is the input of the input for this, that will be the next state of B. This is the first step you need to do, write the equations. Seeing the next state equations means A plus and B plus, you got two equations, right? For A plus, what equations you had, put that values of A, B and X, and what output you will get in A plus, that you write here. Make those K maps of both for A plus and B plus. Okay, then you fill these values also, write A, B, X is equal to 0, what will be the A plus, if X is 1, what will be the A plus, and what will be the Z values for this one. This is just a simplified version of this one. 0 0 can be considered as S0, 0 1 as S1, and so on. Okay, that will be written in this same form. This is the same table.